What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dustin with Jersey Shore Drainage Solutions, and today we're going to be preventing another yard from flooding by running out the downspouts on each side of the house. So let's get right into it. All right, as you can see over here on the front right side of the house, I'm going to be taking the back downspout, tying it into the sump pump, and the sump pump into this downspout, and then I'm going to have to reroute coming across and then come down to come out here towards the storm grate, because the simple fact of all this is going to have concrete and everything behind it and around it, so I have to get down to the side so I can get as close to the curb as possible. Over here on the left side of the house, we'll be taking the back left downspout and the front left downspout. We're going to piggyback on some of this trench here that they put in for the extra gas line, so that way his pool can be heated. And we're going to go ahead and run this out to the street, to a pop-up, so the water can come all the way down, build up, facilitate over, go on the curb, and then go to the storm drain. So let's get started. All right, now we have the front and back right side of the house completely done. As you can see, we've missed all the lines under the sidewalk all the way to the house. Usually I would just be coming straight, going all the way out, but because the storm grate's there, it has concrete, so I'm not able to do that. So we're gonna have it come from the back all the way down, pick up the sump pump, pick up the corner, 90 over, and then 90 straight down to the street. That'll be the best that can be done with the concrete in the way. Can't go to the side of the property or anything because of the hill. Now we're going to come all the way down and all the way to the front. Now to do the left side. And once again, always remember, when you are installing the downspout and you are hooking up a sump pump line, you have to primer and glue. Okay, it's under pressure. You want to make sure everything is going to stay together. So primer and glue, do it right the first time. All right, and here we go. As you can see, they're going to be putting a big pool in here, so all this ground is gone for now. But we have everything set up. I have it going downhill to level here, and then you can see we have it going all the way down to here. We are downhill to level. I'm going to hook everything up with the sump pump. Everything comes around. We have it where 90s all around here, because that's where they're going to put a post to be able to put his fence out. With everything going over, we got everything in between. We are downhill to level here, and then when we hit this corner here, everything is going to shoot drastically towards the pop-up at the end. Now we have it completely all the way downhill, and everything will come all the way down under the sidewalk to the burrito wrap. Everything will build up, come over, overfill, facilitate onto the concrete, and eventually build up and go into the storm drain. Now it's a backfill. All right, and here we go. Now we have the left side completely done. We're downhill to level here. I got it all nicely glued, all this, because you can go ahead and take this blue line, get a hard line, and put it right in here to the screw cap. And then this way, you can backflow the pool and everything will just go out to the street. So, we have this downhill to level here. And as we go down the line some, downhill to level here. We hit the corner. Everything goes downhill. And then when we get from this corner on, everything shoots drastically downhill. All the way down here, under the sidewalk, to the pop-up that's in the burrito wrap, overflow, go over there to the storm drain. Now to backfill. All right, here's the right side of the house. Put the hose into the cleanout. Let all the water go, and everything's gonna flow all the way down here. Got the sump pump line, everything tied into it, and the front downspout comes all the way around and out here to the street. And as you can see, we got some water in there. Everything builds up down here. When it fills up the mini dry well, it'll come up, build up, overflow, and when the street's done, it'll go into the grate nice and easy, but for now it's going to end up sitting here until it builds up enough to go into the grate. All right, and here we go. This is what happens. The water builds up, pops up the pop-up, everything goes up, facilitates over the curb, drains down, and right now, like I said, this is a little gully right here. They have not completed the roads. As you can see, like there's an inch gap and everything. They're gonna be putting more asphalt on the roads. So when this is all actually completely done, this will drain up and go straight into the storm drain. That is exactly how it's done. Now to do the left side. And here we go. Everyone always asks, what do you do when the water can no longer facilitate out? What is it gonna do? Isn't all the water gonna freeze? Isn't everything gonna freeze? The pipe gonna crack? It's not gonna work? No. See that? There's the two holes way down there in the bottom. It's a mini drywall under this thing, so that way the water can drain back into the ground when it has no more pressure to build up and overflow onto the street anymore. So that is why you always see me drill the holes in there, because you always want to make sure you help prevent against freezing by making sure the pipe can drain and be empty. So once again, that is why you drill the holes. When the water can no longer pop up, it will drain back into the ground. Just like that. And here we go, about 15 minutes later. As you can see, the pipe is completely empty. That's why I installed a mini drywall. It prevents against the water sitting in the pipe and freezing. So that's how it's done, just like that. And here we go, we got the left side going now. Got the hose all the way in the back over there behind the pool pump. Got it in the clean out furthest away, which will also be able to double, and he'll be able to hard line his pump in there, so that way he can backflow very easily without having to run in a 100-foot extension pipe. As you can see, the water just comes down here, tries to fill up the mini dry well. As it's filling up the mini dry well, it'll go into the ground, settle into the ground, and come up. And then when it builds up enough, it'll come up, facilitate over onto the curb, onto the street, and it will end up going down to that storm drain when this is all complete. And here we go. This is the finished product. Water comes up, builds up, overflows out over the curb, come down, and then it'll facilitate all the way down there to the storm drain. And of course, like I said before, when the road's completely redone, this will be a lot easier. This is how you prevent water from flooding your yard, by extending out your downspouts and your sump pump. Another job well done by Jersey Shore Drainage Solutions. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and until the next one.